Hi all, welcome back to part 4 of the crawler course build. Hi folks, so welcome back. So where are we up to now? A couple of nights ago we had the cars and coffee evening at Inside Line Models. In Cleveland, which is close to Blackpool where I live. It's a great evening. It's just basically an open house. You can go down, get yourself a tea and coffee, all free, and just generally go and talk RC stuff. There's loads and loads and loads of cars and all sorts in there, so it's well worth a visit. Inside Line Models. They've also got a website. They're on Facebook. Go check them out. Anyway, I was good. I didn't buy loads. In fact, I hadn't bought anything. I bought some new landscaping stuff. Let me show you what I've got. So this is what I picked up. It's from Jarvis of Stockport. Again, it's probably for model railways, but I thought I could put some use to that. It's basically like a red filament. I suspect I would probably use this. I think I might try and get it into some bushes and put a bit of colour, but you can see, let me see if I can just try and get it. There you go. So it's all reds and greens. So I'm thinking I might try that on a couple of bushes. Just start to introduce a little bit of colour. I still need to get some plaster ordered because we're going to plaster the top of there. I also need, it's probably going to blow out the screen. I've actually put another little step up there. And eventually, come on, there we go. It's going to come off the top of there, and I don't know whether to go over to the top shelf and then bring it right the way down here. So a really steep drop, or a drop, and then a ledge, and then a drop again. Don't know, but that will probably happen over the next few days. Watch this space. Anyway, let's give this a try on one of the bushes. Okay, so there we go. Can see a little bit better now. So we have a pre-made bush, we have the hairspray, and we have the static grass. Now this stuff is quite a bit finer than the usual stuff. Actually see there, it looks quite nice. Anyway, it's quite a bit finer. So I put it in the sieve initially and it just pretty much fell straight through the sieve. So I'm going to do this in a slightly different way. I'm going to cover this in hairspray, pop it in there, put the lid on, give it a right good shake, and we'll see how it comes out. Obviously you need to shake the excess off, but we will see how it comes out. And there we go. I think it probably needs to add a little bit more green to it, but it's given like a bit of a reddish tinge with a little bit of green in there, but I'll probably add just a little bit more green to that. Oh, there we go. And then I think we'll throw that on the track somewhere. There we go, that looks much better. A little bit more green added. Obviously the red flakes there. Looks like a nice little bush that. Let's get it on. So it's starting to come together quite nicely, the track now. I have put some little advertising signs up here and there, just for a bit of fun really. But it's starting to take shape. It's starting to look right good. I need to get some more trees up there. We'll get some more, obviously, landscaping stuff. Get the back painted again. And I've also put something just underneath here. You can't actually see it in the daylight, but I shall be out later to show you. So there we go, guys. That is what I was talking about. Just for a little bit of fun, we've added some LEDs on the underside, so we can have it lit of an evening. I mean, I could put the shed light on, which I probably will do, but it just adds another bit to it. Bit of fun, eh? So it's been a few days now since I've done anything in the shed. Let me just flip the camera around and I'll show you what I've been trying to decide what to do next. Okay, so we come off the ramp up here. We're going onto that shelf. Now what I was going to do, and I've sort of mocked it up a little bit the other night, just to get me sort of head around what was going on. So we come off that top one, come down to the section there, and then we come on to here, and then back onto there. Obviously, we're not coming at that angle. That's just to give me a base, and then I was going to build it up here, so it would sort of stream off into there. However, it would impede this section coming off the top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come off the top of there. I'm going to come along the top again. I'm going to start to drop down slightly here. I'm going to come around the back again, and then eventually I'm going to use the original bridge and bring it onto this top section here, so it'll be a removable bridge, so I can come up. I don't know quite how high to go with it yet, but it's not going to be mega high, probably to about where that gap is, I suspect, about here, and then the bridge will come down. Anyway, that's the plan, so let's get on with that. Right, a little bit more progress. So I've joined those two. That's had a little bit of an extension on it to make it ever so slightly wider. We're going to have a ramp down. We're going to have a section across here. Then I need to put another support about there. And then it's going to ramp down a little bit there. And then it's going to have the actual main bridge coming across to there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the cardboard sections. Sorry, I'm going to do the cardboard in sections. So I'm going to take each one of these off, do it, and everything else. Otherwise, I'm just going to get white plaster everywhere. So I'm going to get these down now. I'm going to start with this side, get that down, get some cardboard down, mock it up, and then hopefully in a couple of days the plaster sheets will arrive. Right, so there is the first level done, just as you come over the bridge over the door. I've not gone too mad with it, obviously, because it's going to be up a little bit higher than the other one. Obviously, you're going to come in this way, over this little bridge, well, over this little raise, should I say, sorry, not a bridge. All of this, I suspect all this area where there isn't anything is probably going to be sand and sort of a bit gravelly and stuff like that. That section there, which I've left open, is where the rope bridge will be. So yeah, so it's just now a case of wait for this plaster sheeting to arrive and I can start to build this one up. Okay, so this is the section just after you come off the rope bridge. You can see it's quite a bit narrower. So I think what I'll do is I'll just build the sides up with cardboard and leave the centre, where obviously where the wheels are, a little bit flatter. Maybe just do it sort of undulating all the way along, but we won't go too mad on this section because it's obviously quite a long piece and it's probably the highest part. So yeah, I think that's what we'll do on this bit. So there is the first section sorted out. We've got gravel and sand at the top there. A little bit shifted at the top, but to be fair, when you're sort of on the floor you can't really sort of see that. So and then it goes across to the bridge. Like I say, when you stood here it just sort of looks similar to that side now. So get a bit of grass on that. That's probably going to be tomorrow's job. I've got this section here, sorry it blows it out with the light, this joining section here, that's currently drying on the grass out there. Let's take you out and I'll show you that. There we go, so I've done all the cardboard on that. That's now got the postcrete on there, and that's just drying off in the sun amongst the dandelions. How nice. So once that's dried, I will get that back on, and that's that section sorted. Apart from putting a little bit of a grass on the edges. Hello people, it is a new day. Yesterday ended with the section behind me being completed. Also the little bit on the other side of the bridge. I'd spin it around but it'll blow it out completely. I'm just about to start to do the concreting on the remaining two panels, which are the bits that go across the back and across this side. So let me get on with that. I'll show you again what to do with it, just in case we need a recap from the first ones, or in fact, even if I did show you. But anyway, let's crack on with this. Right, so here we have one section that has been done. Can anybody guess what that is? Anyway, right, What a sec. We need some water. And what we do, let me just take it on widescreen, there we go. So, you need to spray, wet the area completely where you're about to throw your postcrete. That'll do it. And you get your hand inside postcrete. And we sprinkle it on. We sprinkle it on like that. And eventually we will start to build up a very, very, very tough layer of concrete. So obviously once you've done that, we'll just get all this bit down here. Not too bothered about the left side edge because it's going to be a little bit higher. You're not going to be able to see it too well. Sorry, it helps if I do actually put the camera where I'm throwing the postcrete, doesn't it? So yeah, so I'm not really bothered about this left hand side too much because obviously that's going to be against the shed. I'm not going to be tall enough to even see that bit. Where you can see like little holes, just go along and it'll fill them. It'll fill them. So once you've done that, get your water again, give it a spray. Give it a spray. And what I tend to do, because you'll find it'll start to seep through some of the holes in the plaster. I shall show you now. See, it's taking it off completely there. It's just starting to get a bit thin on these areas. So what I tend to do, just get some more postcrete, a bit more powdery, and sprinkle it over anyway. And that will soak up all that other extra water that you've just put on. You can move it about as well, it doesn't have to be regimented in that way. Whack it on the sides. A bit more down here. And there we are. So you're basically just building up the layers. Building it up. So I'll get that bit done, I'll get on the other section and get them put up. It's official. We have a 360-degree course. I've literally just finished putting the last bits on. Now, obviously it's not 100% finished because I need to put the trees on and finish off the grassed areas. And I'm afraid it's going to get very dark in a minute because I'm going to look into the sunlight. And it goes all the way across there. Now these are the bits, obviously you can't see because it's dark, but these are the bits that I've done today. It goes across the back there, down the little ramp, across to the new section, up again, and then down to the bridge. Now obviously that bridge is going to come out once you get to that point. You can remove it, you don't even have to use that bridge if you don't want to. But we are there, we have done it. It looks quite impressive, that, doesn't it? So I think I'm going to call this video there because I am somewhat pooped. I've been at it all day again. I think the next ones will probably be driving it around, hopefully with a lot more trees on it, a lot more bushes on it, and looking a lot more natural as a small crawler course in a shed can look. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. If you liked it, give us a thumbs up. If you fancy subscribing, please do. That'll do for now. Cheers, folks.